Okay, class. So we have been talking about primary and secondary sources. Who can tell me what a primary source is? Karina.
So primary source is a source when somebody is actually there to witness the event, and
Okay.
they like write it down, or a diary, or anything like that.
Nice. So who can tell me what a secondary source would be? Also Karina.
Okay, so a secondary source would be if somebody read those letters, like read somebody else's diary that was actually there, and then wrote a paper on it. That would be like a secondary source.
Awesome. Okay. So as a group / class, you guys are going to fill out this sheet and give me examples of different kinds of primary sources. Give me one, Kimberly.
Diary.
Yay! Okay, so everyone write your name on the top so you can turn this in later to be graded. You guys can work as a group. And if you guys need any help, I will be right here.
Diary. Would a journal be considered a diary, or is that different?
No, they're different.
What if you did something yourself, if you
Like a science experiment. The research is your own.
Yeah.
And if you write it all down.
yeah. Would that work?
What would work?
Like noting your own research, like doing something yourself, and then
Like if you do a
like
science
seeing
experiment.
what happens.
So if you did your own experiment, then
Yeah.
that would be a primary source, yes.
Mhm.
What if you take a picture?
Yes, because you would be the one taking the picture. So you could use it as a primary source. Would a painting be a primary source?
If you do it yourself.
If it's yours, right?
Yes. But if you find somebody's painting of something from 600 years ago?
That's a secondary source.
Yes.
So if you paint like an original something or other by yourself.
So an original painting.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
So like, if you interviewed somebody who witnessed something, what would that be, a secondary source or a primary source?
Witnessing something.
So like somebody
They would
who was
be a
in-
primary source,
and
but
who-
your writing about it would become a secondary source.
Okay, so the person would be the primary source. Okay, all right.
What if I write a letter to my mom?
Primary source.
What if I saw something myself and I was a witness?
Primary source.
What if I do arts and crafts?
That would be.
Would that be?
If they're my own arts and crafts.
Yes. Let's think about some of the documents we're going to be doing this class.
What about a text message if you typed it yourself?
That would count. Yes.
Cool.
What about the Declaration of Independence?
That would
That's
be
a secondary.
primary
Because
source.
we didn't write it.
No.
But it itself would be.
Well, is it the original or a copy?
If it's a copy, it's a secondary source because it's not the original. But if it's the original, it's a primary source. If you're reading something about the Declaration of Independence, that's a secondary source.
Can I add mine?
Yeah, if you want to go overboard.
So really, this Declaration of Independence could never be a primary source unless you had it for some reason.
If you quoted it, it's a primary source.
Oh,
If you quoted it
I wrote
directly.
it anyways because he said it and he's the teacher.
good idea.
Okay, who can share some that they have? Nicole.
Your own experiment.
Okay. Anyone else? Karina?
Like if you did a documentary, that would be a primary source, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kimberly?
Journal.
Good job. Who has all 8 filled out? Does anyone have more than 8? Kimberly, what's your 9th one?
Declaration of Independence.
Nice. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to read you some scenarios, and I want you to tell me if it is a primary source or a secondary source.
Are we raising our hand or blurting out?
You are going to raise your hand, because
Okay.
that is our classroom rule.
Okay.
I was watching ESPN, and one of the reporters said he had heard good reviews about a new sports movie. When he talks about the movie, what is he? Nicole.
Secondary.
Perfect. Good job. I found a letter to one of my friends in the locker room after school the other day. I know it's private, but I want to read it. What is the letter?
It's a primary source.
Good job, Karina. At school, we use textbooks to learn about the history of the United States. When we use textbooks, what are we using? Karina?
I think that would be a secondary source, right?
Yes, because the textbook is not the actual source. My friend and I found an old wedding dress in our attic. My father said it belonged to my grandmother. What is the dress? Kimberly.
Primary.
Yay, good job. And 2 more. I like to read People magazine. I really like the articles written by others about Hollywood actors. When I read these stories, what am I reading? Rachel.
Secondary.
Good job. My mom has CDs of my grandparents telling stories about when they were kids. We love to listen to these at family gatherings. What are we listening to? Karina.
Primary source.
Yes. Good job, everyone. Those are primary sources.